Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our international teams. They are from Indonesia. And please give a big applause for our team.
The stage is yours. Feel free to start when you're ready.
Excuse me, can we get back to the slide before? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. We are from ROMUCA team. Unfortunately, we need to start with a sad fact about our condition. Even though we know that construction industry is one of the most important industry, it surely comes with drawbacks. Every single year, the world produces up to 2.4 billion tons of waste, and that waste just thrown away. On top of that, large construction projects often face an average delay up to 44% of their schedule, sometimes taking up to 36 months of construction to complete. And we are not yet talking about human that harm in the construction industry. But if we talk about the problems, there will be no ends. What we really need to talk is the solution. Over the years, there has been several existing solutions such as geopolymer concrete, precast material, and 3D concrete printing, which is a game changer. 3D concrete printing is an additive manufacturing technology used in construction that able to create complex shapes by building structure layer by layers. By using this precision, there will be less material that will be used, and there will be less material that will be thrown. And the results: faster construction, lower waste, and more sustainable construction process. Yet, this technology is still not perfect, and there is still room for improvement. But before we get that, we from ROMUCA team, I am Zidan, he's Kevin, and she is Siva. We are presenting AI integration in 3D concrete printing. By combining the versatility of AI into 3D concrete printing technology, we are not just printing walls. We are creating a smarter and more efficient construction process. AI integration would able to automatically adjust building design for strength and stability. Also, the time and material efficiency even before the printing starts. And using data from past projects, AI able to predict and make optimization. The optimization will be used for materials adjustment and also printing schedule. Therefore, there will be less delays that will happen. And during the concrete printing progress, AI would make it possible to do real-time monitoring and quality control by detecting errors, defects, or other problems that will happen during the printing process. What does this mean? Improvement in accuracy and precision would enhance the print quality and creating fewer errors. And also, real-time process adaptation would able to adjust problems that happen during the construction and would able to fix it instantly. By integrating AI, construction would be safer and more efficient. In simple ways, AI would make 3D concrete printing faster, smarter, and more efficient. Construction has always about building the future. And now with AI and 3D printing, that future is able to become automated, efficient, and more sustainable. Just imagine building construction done just in a few weeks, not months or years. With AI and 3D construction and 3D concrete printings, that dream won't be just a dream. It will be a reality. At last, the integration of AI in construction is very possible and the possibility is limitless. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Mr. Nguyen. Okay.
So, hello. I see you have the data of the waste of traditional construction, but do you have any? I want to know more about how the printing 3D can help reduce the waste. Do you have any facts or figures to back up your idea? Because I know that we still need material for the printing, right?
So, confirming the question, you would like to know how the 3D printing able to create less waste, right? So the 3D printing is more accurate ways to construct, such as we sometimes need to demolish things or we have excess materials by traditional ways to construct. 3D printing is more precise, therefore the materials is only used for the model that we print. Therefore, there will be less waste that there will be less waste that there will be less waste that will occurs during the construction progress with 3D printing. And that's how the 3D printing is able to reduce waste by having a more precise construction progress than traditional ways.
Yeah. Actually, I like two main problem your team making. The first one is waste reduction. The second one is time saving. It's regarding 3D printing. Yeah, right? Regarding to the material for this technology, please, Dr. Ho.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that is a material here is no problem. You can use recycled waste to use because the strength of wood or for circuit structure is not require high. But I want to know is how to apply AI to select the architecture. Is there any how to say is a traditional into the architecture of this building in your country? Really want to know about that as well.
I'm sorry, can
Did you apply the AI to design the architecture of this building? It is related to your culture or not?
I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm kind of having a problem to understand that. Maybe you can repeat the question.
Okay.
Sorry.
How do you design architecture of this building? Is
Oh.
there any relationship between your country in such kind of architecture?
Okay, so the 3D printing is actually having 3D printing building actually having no columns. Therefore, the main part that we need to be strengthened is the shape, how the building can rise without columns. So the AI is able to optimize the building, such as a room layout or such as how we should shape the architecture.
So I mean the traditional architecture building, right? In your country, is it same like this?
Actually, in my country, traditional building aren't look like this, but mainly more wanted design is looks like this. Therefore, why we take the architecture design.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
I would like to ask you about the structure.
Okay.
Do you use reinforced concrete? Reinforced concrete for this structure or just plain concrete?
So the 3D printing process now is actually unique. They reinforce the part of the walls inside the wall. So there is 2 layers of walls actually, and they reinforce in between these layers, these walls, with sometimes with reinforcing steel, so the walls doesn't fall. That's
So you
how.
just make the horizontal concrete bar. How about the vertical direction bar?
So an example is a wall like this. We're actually making 2 vertical layers like this, and then the steel is going to be reinforced in here. That's how the walls can stand up.
The second question regarding to the time
Okay.
for the strength, for the hardening of the concrete.
So by using
It must have enough time. It must have enough strength.
okay, so this is how concrete. The concrete is sometimes designed to be hardened faster, but
How do you make it?
by changing the composition of the concrete.
Composition?
Maybe by adding some additive materials.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the buildings doesn't start instantly by at once, but they comes in as an example from back to the front and goes on. That's
Yeah.
how they can time it with the concrete hardening process.
Maybe my last question.
Okay.
I see you use geopolymer concrete.
Yeah.
Please introduce more about this concrete.
Yeah, we don't actually use the geopolymer. Just want to show that geopolymer concrete is one of the solutions that can solve the problems, and it is already researched. But 3D concrete printing is able to use that type of concrete. We can, the material is flexible. It is up to what we want to put in the machine. That's how we can, why we put the geopolymer concrete.
Okay,
I hope that.
I have one more question.
Okay.
And I don't know, in Indonesia, is there an earthquake or not? Or how do you think that earthquake resistant of such kind of structure?
So this is the problems. Sadly, the current 3D concrete printings isn't able to resist earthquake. Maybe in lower frequency it is fine, but in higher earthquake, it is might be a problem. That's how.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Dạ rồi. Now, the next team is DUT Cyber. Please be prepared to come on the stage